LAQ, long answer type question, class 8th, chapter 16. Long answer type question. Question number 1. The fluorescent or tube light, this is a cold source of light. And is this statement true? If so, and why? Now the statement is true because tube light does not give out heat. So it is considered as a cold source of light. The answer is very small and simple. Now question 2. How will you show that light travels in a straight line? Now its answer. Take a piece of rubber tube and candle. Now light the candle and fix it on a table. Straighten the narrow rubber tube and look through it at the flame. The light coming from the flame, this is visible. Now coil the rubber tube and look through it at the flame. The light coming from the flame is not seen. This shows that light travels in a straight line. When the rubber tube is straight, then we are able to see the candle flame light. But when the rubber tube this is coiled, and then we are not able to see the candle flame light. So this shows light always travels in a straight line. Now look the diagram. Rubber tube when it is straight, then eye is able to see the candle light. When the rubber tube this is coiled, so the path of the light this is not straight now. So the person is not able to see the candle flame. Now the next question, question number 3. State 4 characteristics of an image formed in a plane mirror. Children, everyone I think knows its answer. Its answer is, the first point is image is virtual and erect. Virtual means the image cannot be obtained on the screen. The second point is image is of the same size as that of the object. And the third point is image is formed as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. And the fourth point is the image is laterally inverted. So these are the characteristics of an image formed in a plane mirror. Now question 4. What do you understand by the term cell in Braille script, and how do visually challenged make the use of Braille for reading? A rectangular array of raised dots on the surface of paper. This is called a Braille script. Visually challenged people recognize the letters by touching. This method is called Braille because it was developed by the scientist Louis Braille in 1820. In this method, the text is printed on a thick sheet of paper using special symbols. These symbols consist of up to 6 dots, 2 dots horizontally and 3 dots vertically. In a rectangular array, the dots are slightly raised above the surface of the paper. A visually challenged or blind person recognizes each letter by the position of dots in each cell and becomes able to read the text printed in Braille. Question 5. With the help of a diagram, show the dispersion of white light by a prism. Now children, in this answer you have to draw only diagram. For drawing of the diagram you have to take precaution. First, on the incident side you draw only single ray of light, and then inside the prism it go refracted and disperse means split into components colors, and from the emergent side the 7 colors they appear on the screen. So we have to draw these colors in the sequence as they are shown in the pic. Now question 6. Distinguish between myopia and hypermetropia. Show with the help of suitable diagram how these defects can be corrected. Question is very important. Now its answer. Two main defects of vision are myopia and hypermetropia. Now myopia. Myopia, it is also called short-sightedness. A person suffering from myopia can see the nearby objects clearly but cannot see the far off objects clearly. And cause of the myopia is the decrease of focal length of the eye lens. And second cause is elongation of the eyeball or increase in the length of the eyeball. And correction of myopia, this can be corrected by using a concave lens of suitable focal length. Children, in myopia, the person is able to see nearby object clearly but cannot see the far off or distant object, and the image of the object is formed before the retina. And the image is formed before the retina. This is only due to either the focal length of the eye lens decreases or the eyeball elongate. Children, now you are seeing the diagram. The first diagram, this is of normal eye. When the rays coming from the distant object and nearby object, they focused on the retina and the person is able to see nearby object as well as distant object clearly. The second pic, this is of myopic eye. Here the rays which are coming from the distant object focused before the retina. And the third diagram, this is of correction of myopia. Here the concave lens is used. Concave lens diverts the rays and the rays are focused on the retina. Hypermetropia or long-sightedness. A person suffering from hypermetropia can see the distant object clearly but cannot see the nearby object clearly. The long-sighted person have difficulty in reading. Children, we can say hypermetropia or long-sightedness. In this defect, the person cannot see nearby object clearly. And the causes of this defect is either increase of the focal length of the eye lens, or the second cause may be the shortening of the eyeball, or we can say decrease in the length of the eyeball. Now, correction of hypermetropia. This can be corrected by placing a convex lens of suitable focal length before the eye lens. Convex lens converges the light rays and helps them to focus on the retina. Children, here you are seeing diagram. Normal eye. In the normal eye, the rays coming from distant object as well as nearby object focused on the retina, so the person is able to see both type of object. In long-sighted eye, the when the rays they are coming from the nearby object, they focused after the retina and the person is not able to see nearby objects clearly. The third diagram, this is of correction of hypermetropia. When the convex lens is used, then convex lens converges the rays and the rays focused on the retina. Now question 7. Suggest method to maintain eyes in healthy state. Answer is, we should wash our eyes with clean water 3 or 4 times a day. And the second is, we should be careful for our eyes while playing. Third point is, while reading or watching television, we should blink our eyes from time to time. We should not use computer for long time. We should not read in a moving bus or train in dim or bright light. If dirt or insect gets into the eyes, we should not rub them. It can harm the eyes. We should wash our eyes with clean water or consult the doctor. So these are the suggestions to maintain eyes in health.